Hey guys, Adrian here, shooting this live video for you today around social media, and particularly if you want to reach more customers and sell more stuff using social media. So if that is of interest to you, then please stick around. I'm going to teach you this one thing that is going to immediately have a dramatic effect on your business, on how many people you reach, how many people see you and get to know you, like you and trust you. So if that sounds good, then stick around because this will really help you a lot. If you haven't noticed already, yeah, I'm in the car. I've just finished a couple of client meetings with my private clients, and I feel like if you don't do a live video in the car, you're just not cool enough. You're just not a social media guy or girl or whatever if you just don't do a car video. Okay, so that's why I'm here. Anyway, let's get stuck into this training and I'll help you reach more and more people using social media. This one thing. And that one thing is to increase the volume of how many times and how much content you actually promote on social media. So let me preface this with a bit of information which I think will really help. So let's look at human behavior. Let's look at the way that we use social media as a whole. So have a think about your own life to validate whether this is true or not. This is the thing. When we get up in the morning, right, there's a quote that I heard years ago. It always makes me laugh when I say it. If the first thing you touch in the morning is not yourself or your partner, you got a problem, right? So here's the thing. What is the first thing that we touch in the morning when we get up? Well, we usually reach for our phones and we touch our phones, okay? So we've all got an issue with that. However, besides, fixing that problem for yourself, if that's an issue for you, then knowing that your customers behave this way, then you might want to think about how many times per day that you start to post, and particularly knowing that the first thing in the morning is when your customers are going to start to get online. All right, here's another habit that your customers are in that may help you with increasing your volume, because what I find is a lot of people tend to say, well, I don't want to piss people off. I don't want to get to a habit where I'm promoting and I annoy customers and things like that. Well, here's the thing. That I'm going to debunk that myth for you simply by saying that most people, and I'm talking about Australian usership, but I would gather that this is a worldwide thing. So most people are checking their phones 150 times per day. Okay, sounds ridiculous, but if you think about how many times you reach for your phone in any particular day, especially if you're a business person, especially if you're answering texts, emails, messages, or you're just checking social media, then you'll know that you're checking your phone a lot of the times. Most people in general have up to 5 social media platforms at any one time. So what that means is that when they start to check their phone, they get up in the morning, they start to check their WhatsApp, they start to check Snapchat, they start to check Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, email. You see where I'm going with this? And then they kind of flick in between both or all of those platforms all of the time. So what this means is that they're not seeing your post all the time. They're not seeing you in the morning, they're not seeing you in the afternoon, they're not seeing you every time that you're online. They're simply missing 99% of your material. So the answer to all of this is to start thinking about human behavior, start to think about human psychology, start to think about putting yourself in your customer's mind as to where they are at any particular time during the day, and try and be online at those times. If you increase the volume of your social media content, you can't obviously promote just anything all the time. You need to actually know what to do, what to say, how to go about it. If, by the way, that you're interested in creating content that reaches more customers, that sells online, just type in webinar in the comments, and I'm going to be running a free webinar very soon on how to do this. My exact formula that is helping me reach tens of thousands of people per week and drive customers into my business and the clients that I help. Okay, so if you're interested, just type in webinar in the comments below and I'll help you. So knowing that people are online all the time, that they're checking their phones 150 times per day, that they're on up to 5 social media platforms at any particular one time, and they're floating between all of those. We live in this sort of ADD world. Then you know that you can increase the volume of your content, and you won't piss people off and you won't annoy people. As a matter of fact, you'll reach more and more people, because each time they check their phone, they will see you online. And so the more that you can become known, liked, and trusted, the more familiar people become with you, and the more they'll start to trust you online, and the more they'll want to do business with you. All right, I hope that has helped you and has served you in some way. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up and let me know this has served you. And again, if you want to know more info on how to create content that sells more stuff online, simply type in webinar in the comments, and I'll send you the link to my latest webinar, which will teach you the exact strategies on how I do this with myself and with my clients. Until we see each other again, I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.